Well, boy, is this a terrible way to start the day. For those of you who might have been looking and seeing some reports about it, it looks like it's definitely happening. Amazon Prime will be dropping The Expanse within 30 days, which is terrible. Not only did Amazon Prime help this show continue after Sci-Fi dropped it after the third season, but it's also just one of the best science fiction shows made in recent memory. This show was something I admittedly had passed on for quite a while, and then a year ago I finally started it, and my god, it is so good. I've been into the books, I've been reading more about the lore and everything. This is just a wonderfully crafted show with so much hard sci-fi science. It's all taking place within our solar system, and it's so committed to being as realistic as it possibly can to an extent. Obviously, stuff starts to get a little weird in season 3, but it's still as committed to it as it possibly can be, and the fact that Amazon is dropping it is an absolute crime. Going from this report here from T3, Amazon surprisingly removing one of the best sci-fi shows of all time from Prime Video. This is an article written by Rick Henderson. Any true sci-fi fan will more than likely be willing to wax lyrical about The Expanse. The 6th-season adaptation of James S.A. Corey's series of novels is inarguably one of the best science fiction shows made in the last decade, if not all time. However, that's not been enough to save it from cancellation, and now it's going to be removed from streaming entirely. Amazon Video has put in the section titling expiring in the next 30 days, and it's believed it will be no longer available at the beginning of February. What is most surprising is Amazon produced the last 3 series itself, after Sci-Fi couldn't afford to continue it after the 3rd season. Amazon has yet to reveal why it's taking it off Amazon Prime, suggests that the licenses to carry the first 3 seasons may have expired. After all, they were produced by Sci-Fi, not Amazon Studios. It may even be that the first 3 seasons will disappear entirely, but following the trio, there will be limited use if you haven't watched the series yet, as season 4 doesn't really make much sense if you're watching it from the beginning. It's 62 episodes, it's one of the best shows ever. I don't say that lightly. Everyone talks about how Breaking Bad is one of the best television shows ever. The Expanse is one of the best sci-fi shows ever made. If you haven't read the books, I would absolutely recommend that as well. I am now actually going to be looking to buy a physical copy of The Expanse, because while the show unfortunately didn't get to end properly, the end of season 6, there were still a few cliffhangers and Amazon just didn't have the numbers. It's one of those shows that was really well liked, but it just didn't have enough viewership to warrant its price tag. Kind of ends with most things wrapped up, but there's still a lot to be left desired, and there is your entrance into the books. I'm at Abaddon's Gate right now, which it just sucks, and I wanted to make sure that you all knew about this, and if you hadn't had a chance to watch the show yet, I bet you could binge it in 30 days. I blasted through this in about, I think, 3 weeks. And I was trying to space it out for myself because I wanted to think about it and just sit back and enjoy the show. So for those of you who had never had the chance to watch this show, I would absolutely recommend it. Watch the first 3 seasons at least. Watch up until halfway through season 2. And if you haven't not been hooked yet, then I say it won't be for you. But I guarantee you, by the time you get to the middle of season 2, and not even the middle, episode 4 of season 2, you will be absolutely hooked. It's just so good. Amazing characters, great science fiction, great ideas, and great conflicts. It's such a good series. It's a great series of books as well. It's just a shame. And possibly the licensing for the first 3 seasons expiring, that is a decent reason for why it might be gone. It's better than Amazon needing to drop things because the Rings of Power is burning such a massive hole in their wallet that they need to put more tinders on the shit fire to keep it going. Anyways, that's all from me, guys. I just wanted to let you know that it's a shame. It's a crying shame. So make sure you watch this before it goes, because it's one of the best science fiction shows that's ever been made.